Hello everyone. In this lecture, today I will going to explain you rotational axis of symmetry, and this is also called as proper axis of symmetry. In few last lectures, we are started to discuss the symmetry in the molecule, where it would be have symmetry elements, five types of symmetry elements, in which the first symmetry element is rotational axis of symmetry or proper axis of symmetry, right? So this can be defined as rotation by a theta angle through a through an axis on molecule to generate equivalent equivalent configuration called as symmetry operation, right? The symmetry, rotational axis, right? The rotational axis can be defined as rotation by theta angle through an axis on molecule to generate an equivalent configuration will be known as a rotational axis of symmetry. Whatever we do the rotation, right, a theta angle rotation on molecule with the help of a imaginary axis, if it is generating a equivalent configuration or indistinguishable configuration, then this particular rotation will be called as rotational axis of symmetry or proper axis of symmetry, right? So here it is symbolized with Cn. The rotational axis of symmetry or proper axis of symmetry is symbolized with Cn, where the n called as fold of rotational axis, fold number of rotational axis, and it is equal to 360 by theta, right? It is the number, fold number can be equal to, the fold number n can be equal to 360 by theta, where the theta is rotation angle. With what degree we are rotating the molecule will be the theta, right? And thus dividing to the 360 degrees will generate the fold number of the rotational axis. Okay, so now we do the rotation on water molecule, right? So to have rotation in water molecule, we should be know that the exact structure of water molecule, structure and stereochemistry of the water molecule, where here we know that the water will be sp3 hybridized non-bond, two non-bonding electrons on water, on oxygen will be have angular shape, V shape, right? Where in the V shape it is a two-dimensional shape, where it has oxygen in the top, hydrogens in the down. The two down hydrogens will be have one in left, another in right, right? That's how the geometry and stereochemistry of the water molecule. And here, while we do the operation with a proper symmetry rotation, applying a symmetry axis in proper, which is vertically passing through oxygen atom, and it is passes through center of gravity point also, middle of the oxygen, it is passes through axis. For the oxygen, for the water molecule, you may know before this class we are repeated the rotation operation on symmetry, rotation operation on water molecule. But for every molecule, the rotation angle may not be same, it would be get different, right? So here, to assign this particular rotation angle, we would be depends upon the 2 points what I given in the last lecture as the hints, or to better to learn the symmetry in the molecule, where I said that the all the atoms, when they are not replacing, when they are not changing their position, it would leads to a equivalent or identical configuration. And the second point, in the second point, what I said, similar atoms, when they change, exchange their position, it would be gives you an equivalent or identical configuration, right? To have rotation in the water molecule, right, either the all the atoms should not to be change their position, so that it will leads to a equivalent configuration generation. Generated configuration will be equivalent configuration. Otherwise, the second point with the second hint, we can say that the similar atoms, hydrogen atoms, should to be exchange their position. There it can be generates an equivalent configuration. With these two only, we will get equivalent configuration or identical configuration. Rather than other, it never be a equivalent or identical configuration, never be generates, right? So to do the rotation, and to do the rotation in the water molecule, the atom positions should not to disturb, never be gets, right, without disturbing the atom's position. And to have the rotation in the water molecule, it never be have equivalent configuration. There surely the rotation will leads to a disturbing of atom's position, isn't it? Even you do the a degree, a minute degree of the rotation, you will be leads to a disturbing of atom position, right? Even we take the axis which is passing through oxygen atom as similar to the on the paper, like this is the model we consider. Even here, doing a single angle degree of rotation, right, this is what the single angle. Before this, I just minute I am changing, right, this is right, slight degree change, what happening, the atoms are getting changing their position. Even you do a minute degrees, right, go on do a rotation, what happening, the atom position will be changes, right, like that. So without changing of all the atoms position, we cannot do the rotation on water molecule. So far here, right, the first point, right, the first hint never be applicable. So we will go with the second point to generate the equivalent configuration. To have with respect of second hint, to get the equivalent configuration or identical configuration, what we have to do, we have to take that the similar atom should to be exchanged. Thus when we do within certain specific angle, that it leads to a equivalent configuration, right? Generated configuration will gives you a equivalent configuration, right? So here what we have, similar atoms in the water molecule, we have two hydrogens as the similar atom. So to get exchange their position, hydrogen position, the angle of rotation, what angle of rotation we have to rotate, that we have to be check, right? So doing of 30 degrees of rotation never changes the atom position. Even we do 60 degrees, never changes. Even to do 90 degrees of rotation, never changing. 120, never changing. 150, never changing. But 180, when it is reaches, that's the point, the hydrogens are getting exchange their position, right? Before the 180 degrees of rotation, this is what the water molecule, after getting the 180 degrees of rotation, the hydrogens are get exchanging their position. After this exchanged position, this particular configuration is an equivalent configuration for the original configuration. This is an original configuration where it is in V shape, top oxygen, down hydrogens, right? And same when we do the after 180 degrees of rotation, V shape, top oxygen, down to hydrogens, left side and right side. So that's how the rotation angle we have to choose every time, right? Not even an unknown molecule, not even in the other molecules rather than water. In this all case, we have to consider that the rotation should be chosen as to we have similar atoms to be exchange their position. There it will gives you a equivalent structure. So thus the rotation can be possible, so that we can say that the water molecule will have rotational axis of symmetry. This particular rotation is generating a equivalence configuration. So far thus the rotation will be called as rotational axis of symmetry, which is symbolized with Cn, right? Where the n, how it could be said, it is a 360 by theta. Here 360 by what angle we rotated, 180, so it will be 2, n will become 2. So this particular rotation in water molecule will be C2, rotational axis of symmetry. Whatever we do the operation in the molecules, we have to be continued till to generate the identical configuration, right? In the symmetry operation, symmetry elements, what we do, right? Whatever we do, we have to continue the symmetry elements onto the molecule in and multiple times till what? Till to generate an identical configuration, right? So here it is an equivalent configuration. So further one more time when we repeat it, right, what is the configuration we got? Let us see, right? Oxygen position will be same, where the, right, here H2, here H1, right? Getting exchange the hydrogen position, it takes place while we do the 180 degrees of rotation. H1 will get H2 position, H2 gets H1 position, right? From the back side, the H2 will get reaches to the H1 position. From the front side, the H1 will get the H2 position. Again, while we do 180 degrees of rotation, the H1 from the back side, it will reaches to the H2 position, and H2 from the front side, it will get to the H1 position. So here will be H1 and here will be H2, right? And comparison of this generated configuration with original, it is an identical configuration, isn't it? Why? Because same shape, above oxygen, below hydrogens, above oxygen, below hydrogen, and left side hydrogen, right side hydrogen, left side hydrogen, right side hydrogen. Even the labeling of hydrogens also same. Left side H1, left side H1, right side H2, right side H2 will suggest you that even the labeling will never be distinguished these two as different structures. So called 100% equal structure with original, it is termed as an identical, right? So like this, so this is in another Ce2, right? So here to here, one time we are doing C2 rotation, getting equivalent structure. C2 second time is generating an identical structure. C2 second time is generating identical structure. So like this we go on do the rotation in different molecules, right? Here the rotational axis of symmetry is in two types, two classes. The first will be called as principal rotational axis of symmetry. Second will be called as secondary rotational axis of symmetry. Rotational axis of symmetry. Principal rotational axis of symmetry, secondary rotational axis of symmetry, right? Where it comes the principal rotational axis of symmetry, secondary axis of symmetry is when a molecule having only one rotational axis of symmetry, then molecule with only one rotational axis of symmetry will directly called as principal rotational axis of symmetry. Principal rotational axis of symmetry, right? But when a molecule having multiple rotational axes, right? In thus, when molecule with different fold number rotational axis, multiple rotational axis, highest fold number rotational axis of symmetry will be called as principal rotational axis of symmetry. principal rotational axis of symmetry, and the other will called as secondary rotational axis of symmetry, right? So here for the first molecule with let us complete this. When molecule with same fold number, multiple rotational axis, molecule with same fold number, multiple rotational axis of symmetry axis, the rotational axis of symmetry which passes through highest number of atoms will be principal axis of symmetry, principal rotational axis of symmetry. Other will be secondary axis of symmetry, right? So the rotational axis of symmetry is in two types: principal axis of symmetry and secondary axis of symmetry. When molecule having only one rotational axis of symmetry, thus only will be called as principal axis of symmetry. This particular principal axis of symmetry has very much important for the next coming elements. So far the principal axis will be very cautiously we have to observe, we have to analysis in the molecules, right? So when molecule having only one, that is considered as a principal axis of symmetry. And when molecule having multiple, right, in thus multiple rotational axis, if the molecule having different fold number, multiple rotational axis of symmetry, thus means the fold number is nothing but n, right? Rotational axis of symmetry is symbolized with Cn. So here in the as that the water will have C2, the different molecules will have different rotational axis, right? C3, C4, C5, like that. So if the molecule having different fold number, C2, C3, C4, C5, C6, like multiple different fold number rotational axis, when it consists, whichever the highest fold number rotational axis there, that will be considered as principal axis of rotation, and the other will be called as secondary axis of symmetry, secondary rotational axis of symmetry, where that is the one, but that is the one case to define the principal axis. The other case, when the molecule having multiple rotational axis and the fold number is same, right? Molecule having same fold number, multiple rotational axis, there in the case the rotational axis which is passing through which passes through maximum number of atom, that considered as a principal axis. Other than that will be considered as a secondary axis of symmetry, right? Let us check the examples. There you will come to know exactly these points, right? So first point can be applicable for the water molecule, right? Water molecule, ammonia molecule will have only one type of rotational axis of symmetry, right? There may not be multiple, right? Because an axis passes through vertically passes through oxygen atom doing 180 degrees rotation will only a rotational axis of symmetry. Other than that, even you try, it never be generated in rotational axis of symmetry. If we even you consider an horizontal axis do rotation, it never have, right? Before that before the classes I express you this, right? Taking different orientation of imaginary axis doing 180 degrees of rotation never generates an equivalent configuration, right? So that's how the rotational axis never possible. Even different angle if we consider to have rotational axis of symmetry, it never be possible, right? So this particular water molecule, you change the angle, right? If you do 30 degrees of rotation, this is what happening, the two-dimensional molecule is becomes three-dimensional, right? The planar molecule become non-planar. Here this is what the planar molecule, within the plane all the three atoms are there. On the one paper we can keep all the atoms. While we do 30 degrees rotation, what happening, this will happens, right? So where the hydrogens are getting, one hydrogen will gets below and other will be get above, it cannot be an equivalent configuration, right? And doing 60 degrees also never be an equivalent configuration. Doing 90 degrees, in the 90 degrees you will be exactly observe how does the hydrogen atoms, right? Before doing 90 degrees of rotation, this is what the molecule. If you do 90 degrees of rotation, what happening, this, right? This is the molecule we got, where the oxygen position may not be changed, but the hydrogens are, the planar hydrogens are becoming non-planar, one is going below, the other is going above, that never be an equivalent configuration, isn't it, right? So like that, doing 120, 150, 180, when it reaches only, it gets an equivalent configuration. Even more than 180 degrees of rotation also never be, right? This is an simple original configuration. Doing 200 degrees of rotation, which means that here to here 180, and more than 180, this is what 200, this again an non-equivalent configuration, where what happening, the it looking as that the similar atoms are exchanging, but where here the hydrogen is above and this will be in below, right? So again, this is not an equivalent configuration. Like that, even when we vary the angle, when we vary the imaginary axis, it never generates an equivalent configuration for the rotational axis of symmetry. So they cannot be a rotational axis of symmetry for the water molecule. So like this, the water will have only one rotational axis, that is C2, right? So there in the condition, the C2 only the principal axis, right? The C2 only the principal axis. Coming to second point, here we will consider an example of boron trihalide. It may that trihydrate, trichloride, trifluoride, anything it may be, triiodide, right? Like that, any of such will be the molecule with multiple rotational axis, where it has different fold number rotational axis, right? Let us observe. Before that, we have to know the structure and stereochemistry of the BX3, right? This particular BX3 will have sp2 hybridization, and it is an uh, triangular shape. It will be in triangular shape, where middle situated boron, and the three corners of triangle will have three hydrates or halides, right? Three hydrates or halides it has, like this, right? It is a triangular shape molecule, and it is a two-dimensional molecule. All the atoms will be in an one plane, right? We can keep like this. The molecular model, when we consider, this is what the BX3, centrally situated boron, and the other three halogen sites will be in the three of the angle of trigonal, right? So that's the molecular structure. Here we have to apply the axis, imaginary axis, and do certain angle of rotation. If generates an equivalent configuration, it would be a rotational axis of symmetry. Okay, so here, when we how with what type of axis, in what orientation of axis, when we do take the axis, and what angle we have to do rotate, we have to observe, right? So here we have to recollect the hints what I given in the last lecture, that it is what the atoms to have the equivalent generation of equivalent configuration or identical configuration, the all the atoms position should not to be changed, should not to be disturbed. That is the one, right? Where it can be have the symmetry operation can be have equivalent or identical configuration. The other, this cannot be possible in the rotation. In rotation, the slight degree of rotation will disturb the atom position, right? Even you minute degree of angle you do rotation, it just disturb the atom position. So the first point never be applicable here. Where the second point, when we observe similar atoms, when they get exchange their position, it leads to a equivalent configuration generates an equivalent configuration. So here, to have that equivalent configuration, we have to be exchange the similar atom position, so that we will get equivalent configuration. So here we have take an imaginary axis in a way that to get an similar atoms should be exchange the position. The angle also should be in a way that the similar atom should be exchange the position to get the equivalent configuration, right? So here in the BX3 molecule, the X atoms, right, 3X atoms are the similar atoms, boron is the different. So thus 3 atoms, when they get replaced one to other, it leads to a generation of equivalent or identical configuration, right? For that, what the axis we have to consider, and how we have to do the rotation. How we have to do the rotation is, I would explain you here. Considering an axis which is passing through only boron, like this, only boron, like this, right? Like this, an axis which is passing through only boron. Only boron, like this, right? And here, doing what angle of rotation will generate an equivalent configuration, right? What angle of rotation, what angle of degree will get replaces the these three green color halogen atoms to one to other, replaces one to other, right? So that means the angle, whatever the BH bond angle it is there, right? That when we get the angular angle, when we get rotate, it will gives you the similar atom replacement, right? It is a 120 degrees of angle it has, right? So doing 120 degrees of angle will gives you a replacement of similar atoms to one to other. Let's check here. So here to this is 30, 60, 90. Okay, from the vertical position to when it get horizontal position, this halogen, when you observe from vertical position to horizontal position, when it come, it will be 90 degrees of rotation, right? After getting slight another degree, right, this is 120, this is 120, right? So after getting 120 degrees of rotation, what happened? Again, one of the halogen comes into top, the other two is down, left and right, right? Before, what we have, this is a triangular shape BX3 molecule, where in the middle boron, in three corners of triangle, three halogens, one is top, two are down, left side is one, right side is another one. After getting 120 degrees of rotation, right, again the structure is same triangular shape, and the one is above halogen, two are in down, left side is one, right side is one, right, in angular, right? So having similar configuration, this particular configuration will be called as equivalent configuration, isn't it or not, right? So what happening, let us label the similar halogens as A, B, C, right? You may go on with different labeling, 1 2 3 ABC, PQR, alpha, beta, gamma, anything, right? So here I will go with ABC now, right? So and taking an axis which is from on the boron, right, vertically, like this, right? So this particular axis here we cannot be shown so far. With for the axis I am drawing a point which indicates an axis, and rotation suggests that this particular rotation, right? And it is 120 degrees. What happens, the boron position is changed in the model? No, it is not changed the boron position. Whereas the halogen positions, yeah, the halogen positions are exchanged. The HXA is coming to the XC position, and XB comes to the XA position, and XC gets the XB position, right? So this will come here, this will go here, this will come here, right, like this. When we compare the original structure, this is what original, this will be an generated, generated structure, and this particular generated configuration is equivalent configuration. Equivalent configuration. Equivalent configuration, right? When that is happens, this particular rotation will be called as rotational axis of symmetry, right? After getting a certain angle of rotation, if it is having the equivalent configuration, then that would be called as rotational axis of symmetry. Here it is C3 because 360 by 120 it equal to 3. So far it is C3, third fold rotational axis of symmetry, right? Doing one time an equivalent configuration, do second time C3 second time, it will also leads to an equivalent configuration. You can observe that third time it leads to an identical configuration, right? As the video getting so length, I just give you this, you just practice, it will give you the second time equivalent configuration, third time it will lead to a identical configuration, right? When we go in innerly, I will give you everything, right? Here I will just brief that, right? You practices, you do, right? Where how many times you get practice, that effectively you will get learn, right? So like this, it has an bx3 has an c3 rotational axis, right? So same molecule, when we consider a b c, here there are more rotational axis, not only c3, this particular molecule will have more rotational axis, right? So here again, uh, we would like to have different axis and different angle will give you different rotational axis of symmetry also here. So here another possibility of rotational axis is there. So when you examine, when you look into exactly towards the molecule, you will come to know, right? Here I will give you the one of the hint. There are more three rotational axis, I will give you one, you say the two, right? So this particular axis, taking an axis which is passing through one of the boron halogen bond, boron X bond, and taking of that axis and doing 180 degrees of rotation, 180 degrees of rotation, what happens? The similar xb and xc will get replaced each other, gets replaced each other, where boron and x1 will be, xa will be get same position, never be changes their position, but the xb xc will get exchange their position, and with that it is an equivalent, same atoms when they get exchange, it is an equivalent configuration, isn't it? Right. So when it is an equivalent configuration, that particular rotation will be called as rotational axis of symmetry. So here it is c2 one time equivalent, c2 second time when we do, it generates an identical structure, right? When we do on water molecule, c2 one time equivalent configuration, c2 second time identical configuration, here also same. Thus same when we observe in the model, when we taking a model and doing same, right? What I said, we have to do the taking an axis, imaginary axis passing through boron and one of the halogen, this, right? So here like this, so this is what the bx molecule, and with this axis we are applied and doing rotation with the holding of this particular bond, we are rotating. So while we do 180 degrees of rotation, the boron atom and the xa atom never be get change their position, but xc and xb are getting replaced, right? Like this. So far this particular comparison, right? This particular configuration, when we compare with original, it is a equivalent configuration, right? This one and this one are a similar configurations, right? So far when it is having an equivalent configuration, that will be called as c2 rotational axis of symmetry, right? Like this, not only one c2 rotational axis of symmetry, it has all three c2 rotational axis of symmetry. With one of the bxa bond, when we got the c2, the other two bx bonds are there, bxb, bxc. So like this, it will also have the this particular axis when we consider and do 180 degrees of rotation, that is also an equivalent configuration, gives you equivalent. In first time it is C1, in the second time it is an identical. When the same BXC bond will leads you in the first time equivalent, second time identical configurations will lie in right? Like thus, all that BX3 molecule will have C3 and 3 C2 rotational axis, right? All 4 rotational axis in which C3 is the one, 3 C2s, where BX3 having multiple rotational axis, four rotational axis, in which one is C3, 3 or C2, where C3 having 3 fold number 3 in high will be considered as principal rotational axis of symmetry. This is an principal rotational axis of symmetry. Principal rotational axis of symmetry. Like this, molecule having different fold number, multiple rotational axis, the highest fold number axis will be considered to be a principal axis of symmetry. Right. Coming to next, molecule with multiple same fold number rotational axis, right? So for which we have to consider an example of specific example of ethylene C2H6 we have to consider. In this C2H6, right, ethylene, this is how the molecule right. The labeling of molecule we can do like this. Similar atoms of carbons numbered as 1, 2 and similar of hydrogens are labeled as A1, A1A, A1B and A2A, A2B. Like this we have labeled, right. Here when we observe, right, to get rotational axis of symmetry, right, in the molecule of ethylene, right, we have to take proper orientation of axis, imaginary axis we have to imagine, and with respect of that we have to do a proper angle of rotation where it will leads to a rotational axis of symmetry. So you can, when we observe, when you imagine here, right, so what we have to imagine, the similar atoms when they get replaced each other, it gives you a equivalent configuration. So the rotation we have to take in a such a manner that to have the similar atom to get replaced each other, right, the axis and the angle should to be selected in a manner that the similar atom has to be get exchange their position to give equivalent configuration. Then only thus particular axis, thus particular angular rotation will be called as rotational axis of symmetry. So here when we observe, right, there are 3 rotational axes can be possible in the ethylene, right. So one of the thing I will initially give you the hint, that is passing an axis from the carbon carbon double bond, right, and doing a 180 degrees of angle, isn't it? Taking an axis through the carbon carbon double bond, and if we do the rotation of 180 degrees, what happens? Similar atoms of hydrogens get replaced, right? The H2A get placed off H2B and H2B gets replaced off H2A, right? These two get replaces and these two get replaces each other, right? When C21 equivalent and C22 identical, right? That's how the rotational axis is possible, C2 rotational axis is possible. The furthermore, when we check how it could be, here the similar hydrogens are replaced each other to have the equivalent configuration, to have the C2 rotational axis of symmetry. Another two C2 rotational axis will be possible. C2 means it is 180 degrees of rotation. Now the 180 degrees of rotation, how, in what orientation when we take an axis to do 180 degrees of rotation to have the an equivalent configuration, when you imagine, then it would be a C2 rotational axis, right? How it would be, right, this is the one, another, right, and vertical axis in between of carbon carbon double bond passing center of gravity point, right? We know that here the center of gravity point is exactly middle of the carbon carbon double bond. Through that, vertically, when we take an axis and do 180 degrees of rotation, then what happens? The replacement of two carbon will be takes place, and the replacement of Ha carbons, H1A and H2A will get replaces, and the B hydrogen, sorry, A hydrogens and B hydrogens get replaces, right? Ha, H1A and H2A get replaces each other, and H1B, H2B will get replaces each other, and the similar carbons C1, C2 get replaces each other, will gives you an equivalent configuration, right? Isn't it? So here C1 equivalent in first time, second time when we do identical configuration will get, right? So that, now one more it has, how it would be, have you imagined? Yeah, that's how, right? Same from the this particular center of gravity point exactly towards you to back of the paper, right? And taking of that, do the rotation, right? This particular rotation, right? What happens again? It just passes through only center of gravity point, and with that the similar carbons get replaced in this angular, like C1 will get replaced C2, C2 will get replaced C1, right? Same to that, the positions of H2A get replaces by H1B, and H1B get replaces the H2A. That's how, right? When this particular corner, when it reaches to here, it completes the 180 degrees of angle, and this particular H1B when replaces towards the H2A, then it completes the 180 degrees. Same to that, H1A will get replaces to the H2B, and H2B will get replaces the H1A. Thus again an equivalent configuration. This is C1. When you do C2, second time identical, right? Like this, altogether in ethylene there are 3 C2s. There are 3 C2s, right? So here ethylene having multiple 3 C2 axis, similar same fold number rotational axis, where here if we defining the principal axis if you want to define the principal axis of symmetry, the axis which is passing through more number of atoms, that will be a principal axis of symmetry, right? When we observe this particular C2 axis, it just passing through center of gravity. Vertically it has the axis, vertically, and it is passing through only center of gravity point, nothing but it is with no atom it is not passing through, and zero atoms, with zero atoms it is passing through, right? When we have this particular C2, it is also passing through, this is also passing through only with center of gravity point, right? So it is also not passing through any of the atom. Let we come this, right? The axis is passing through two carbon atoms, where these two carbon atoms, and when we have these two, they are not passing through each other, nothing but it is passing through maximum number of atoms. So there it would be a principal axis of symmetry. This will be considered to be a principal axis of symmetry. Like this, the rotational axis of symmetry, rotational axis is also called as proper axis of symmetry, where it has a principal axis of symmetry and rotational axis of secondary axis of symmetry, where when it is this particular axis is called as principal axis of symmetry, the other these two will be called as secondary axis of symmetry. Secondary axis of symmetry, like this. Okay, so here I stop. This is what about the rotational axis of symmetry. Here I stop. Let me continue in the next session, plane of symmetry, right?